Hello, and welcome to our Blue Streak family. It is an honor for me to welcome you to our vibrant community and congratulate you on reaching this major milestone in your life's journey. Enrolling in university is no small feat, and you should feel immensely proud of yourself for having made it to this point. Right now, you might be feeling a few different emotions. If you're excited, then good, you should be. College is an exciting time. Over the next 4 years, you're going to share some wonderful experiences with some wonderful people. You're going to learn new ideas and acquire new skills. And most importantly, you're going to grow ever closer to becoming the professional and the person that you always wanted to be. On the other hand, if you're nervous, that's okay too. I certainly was when I started university. College brings with it many changes and challenges that can feel overwhelming at times. But trust me when I tell you, you're going to look back at this experience and be thankful for all the ups, all the downs, all the disappointments, and all the triumphs that your time at university will ultimately bring you. Today I want to talk to you guys about what I think makes the John Carroll experience so special. Now, of course, everyone's experience is a little different. That sort of goes without saying. But anyone that's gone to school here will tell you that there is a common thread that binds our otherwise disparate experiences together. If I were to try and sum it up into words, I would say the John Carroll experience is defined by three distinct things: community, opportunity, and growth. I want to start our conversation today by talking about community, because that is an aspect of the experience that is especially meaningful to me. See, I grew up in a small Latin American country called Belize, and only moved here to the United States because of a scholarship I received from John Carroll. Obviously, going to college is a difficult transition on its own, but mine was made even more difficult by the fact that I was leaving my home country, my family, and my entire way of life to pursue an education here in the United States. I had no friends that came with me from high school, and I didn't have any family in the area. I thought that for the first time in my life, I was going to be truly alone. But that wouldn't be the case for too much longer. See, what I found was one of the beautiful things about being in such a small, close-knit campus community is the fact that it is remarkably easy to meet people. As you go throughout your days and throughout your weeks, you'll see a lot of the same faces. You'll see that person who's always walking to the building you just left every Tuesday and Thursday morning, or the group of guys that work out at the gym every evening at the same time you do. Or frankly, just people who have a lot of the same classes that you do. Making a lasting friendship is as simple as just saying hi. I, for one, felt truly blessed to be a part of a community that was as warm and welcoming as John Carroll's. It made my transition to college and to life in the United States a lot smoother than it otherwise could have been. That warmth and welcomeness extends beyond just the student body. It extends to professors who know each student by name, or to the campus staff that honestly treat you like you're one of their own children. I want to tell you guys a story about my first summer here in the United States, because I found myself in a pretty difficult situation. So I had no money to buy a plane ticket to go back home, but I also couldn't afford to pay rent here either. I didn't have a car or a place to stay, and to make matters even worse, I had broken my leg a few weeks earlier playing basketball here on campus. I was in a pretty tough spot, and I didn't quite know how I was going to get out of it. But luckily for me, a member of the John Carroll community who had literally just met me offered to let me stay with him that summer. He and his wife took me in, they fed me every night, took me to all my doctor's appointments. I didn't charge me a dime that entire summer. Now, they're like family to me. And that exemplifies the strength of our John Carroll community. Most people will come here and make friends, but so many others will leave here with family. Now, being a part of this family also brings with it tremendous opportunity. I have had doors opened up for me that I could have never imagined possible when I moved here from Belize. I've gotten to attend exciting conferences and visit interesting places and speak to inspiring professionals who are just eager to help people like you and me succeed. Currently, I work for the Lubrizol Corporation, which is a company that has a reputation for being a great company to work for. and I started working there when I was a junior at John Carroll as an intern. They have an internship program that allows business students to spend a year working with the company where you explore different areas of finance and accounting to figure out what you do and do not like about the industry. Now, this opportunity is exclusively available to John Carroll students. Many people who work in senior management of the company are John Carroll grads themselves. So they know the strength of our academic programs, and they trust that they can find a student who meets the organization's needs right here at John Carroll. There's no need to look anywhere else. There are many other companies like this. Aldi, Progressive, Sherwin-Williams, Skylight Financial, and essentially every accounting firm in the city all reliably recruit and hire JCU grads every single year. If your goal is to leave John Carroll and go on to grad school, JCU students typically find success there too. I personally have friends that have gone on to attend world-class universities like Harvard, Cornell, Georgetown, the University of Michigan, the London School of Economics, and so many more. If you speak to these students, they'll tell you that a major decider of their acceptance to these universities were the letter of recommendations from professors. See, at John Carroll, our classes are no larger than 30 people, and in most cases are between 10 and 12 students. That means that each student has a chance to build a strong one-to-one connection with their professors. Students here that are promising don't just get noticed, but they get nurtured. So when a professor is writing your recommendation to go to graduate school, they can write about your skills, your personality, and your accomplishments in intimate detail. This can separate you from students who went to larger schools who might not have had that opportunity to build a strong personal connection with their professors. Where you go after leaving John Carroll is totally up to you, but the possibilities are truly endless. Lastly, I want to speak to you all about growth. Ultimately, the goal of going to university is to lay the foundation for you to go on to become the best possible version of yourself. When I think back to who I was when I first enrolled at John Carroll, I am astounded by how much I've grown since then. I'm not only better informed and better educated, but I'm also more self-confident. I'm more self-aware. I'm much more centered in my belief system while also being more open to the beliefs of others. My advice for maximizing the growth that you experience at John Carroll is to maximize your engagement with the campus community. Don't just go to your classes and then come home and sit in your dorm room. Take time to experience the events that are on campus. Join a club that interests you. Participate in intramural sports, go on an immersion trip or study abroad. Each of these experiences brings you a new opportunity to grow into a more centered, intelligent, and better person. Now, the more you grow, the more you'll be able to take advantage of those opportunities that being a part of this community will ultimately bring you. For me right now, I have a promising career with a great company that enables me to support my family back home. I have enduring friendships with some wonderful people and a collection of memories that I'm going to cherish for the rest of my life. As for you, I'm excited to see all the great things you're going to accomplish as you go throughout your life. And I want you to take this experience of John Carroll and truly make it your own. Congratulations once again, and welcome to the Blue Streak family.